Okay, that's done. The MOT's been finished. Well, Laurie's my chum, the guy that owns the shop, but he certainly doesn't stint on the MOT. He gives you an absolute cracker of an MOT, which is a good thing. I can always remember I forgot to check the rear brake pads once on one of the bikes. I put the new ones in but didn't check that they were bedded in, that they were actually parallel to the disc, and they picked that up on the MOT at the time. It was a good thing they did, because the back brake would never have been terribly effective. So it doesn't matter how good you are, you can forget things. Actually, as I get older, I do sillier things, it seems. I forget what I've done on the previous day's work. The last thing I did was do some work on a... What did I do? It was on the Ford Galaxy, I think. Yes, it was. I put a new spot lamp in because a stone had broken the glass. And I put it all back together. I had to take all the front end off to get to it. And I forgot to connect the horn. One silly little slip up, because I did it, I finished the job in the evening and then finished putting the spot lamp in the evening, and then put the rest of it back together the next day. I forgot to connect the damn thing, and how long does it take to connect a horn? About 1 second. So I had to take all the front off again to get to it. And my chum who owns the garage, not the bike chum, the bike shop chum, he said that he gets his mechanics to write down everything they've done so that things don't get forgotten. So at the end of the day they write down what they've done, and I do the same now. I've taken his advice. So if I'm doing a job over a few days, which is what I do, because I don't rush any job these days, there's no need, I write down where I've got to. I've done some daft things. I suppose we all do daft things. You think you get better as you get older, but it doesn't always apply. Lovely mill building on the left. I don't know what they've done with it. Yeah, this is a woolen area, very like the West Yorkshire here. a different type of stone for building, but other than that, back in the day it was all sheep and wool and mills. A little drop of rain I felt then. Never mind, it was worth it to get the MOT sorted and have a chat with the lads. We had a rather nice 600 Hornet, 2006 that one was. Looked in really nice condition and didn't want too much for it. Same colour as mine. I prefer the 900 though. I think the blade engine on that bike is tremendous. Yeah, it's just starting to rain a little bit now. Cars struggling in front. Still, it is a Citroën. Well, this is Minchinhampton Common. And we'll be skirting the actual town of Minchinhampton. Going around the back end of it. It's always very windy up here on top of the Cotswolds. It's quite a long way up here. I think I'll say goodbye to this lady now. Okay, we come down to the W's, which are a tricky series of bends. Very steep they are too. I want to see how they're getting on with the roadworks out of Nailsworth. Nailsworth is at the bottom of this valley. Right, here we go then, through the W bends. This is the worst one. Now we drop down into the valley. Into Nailsworth, which is a very nice little town. I'll use the back brake to ease up down here to really clean off the pads. They should get pretty warm by the time I get to the bottom. Oh, traffic jam. I think we'll have to queue up a bit. Yeah, it seems to be quite busy at the moment through here. Of course, the kids are on their Easter holidays. I suppose that has an effect. In fact, I'm sure it has an effect. Well, there was a large road work here. That would have been in the autumn, last autumn. That seems to be clear.